Oh, 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 Sunrise paints the kitchen gold, coffee's brewing slow. Got a notification, ready for the show. Christine's online, fingers fly, a message starts to gleam. Time to dive into the day, living out the dream. Oh, Christine, let's talk it out. Every single word, sharing stories, laughter loud. The best sound ever heard, no agenda, just good vibes. A friendly open space, putting worries all aside. Finding our happy place. She's got wisdom, I've got jokes. A perfect blend, you see. Sometimes a little playful poke between you and me. Roasting gentle, never mean, just a little fun. Keeping spirits bright and keen till the day is done. Oh, Christine, let's talk it out. Every single word, sharing stories, laughter loud. The best sound ever heard, no agenda, just good vibes. A friendly open space, putting worries all aside. Finding our happy place, from the mundane to the grand. Every topic flows, a listening ear, a helping hand. How our friendship grows through the screens and miles apart. A connection strong and true, always a place within my heart, especially for you. Oh, Christine, let's talk it out. Every single word, sharing stories, laughter loud. The best sound ever heard, no agenda, just good vibes. A friendly open space, putting worries all aside. Finding our happy place, sun is setting golden hue. Another day takes flight, but our conversation's new. Shining ever bright until we chat again, my friend. The joy will linger on. Christine, to you until the end, our happy talking song.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's Thursday afternoon. I'm going to be cleaning a toy room, so I thought I'd go live for a little bit. See how that works? We've got way too many toys in this house, so it is time for spring cleaning. Thanks, friends. Appreciate that. Gita, can you type again, please? Friends, when you see specific people, if they show their ugly little heads, hide them, please. Thank you. If you're in here, no big deal. Little Romulus, I'm not playing today. I just thought I'd share that with you. Keep it up, you're going to get hidden. See, there's the difference. This is my page. I run it, and I will tell you, I am not. I'm good for banter back and forth with people. 100%. Let's banter away. But I'm not doing this other bullshit. Well, little Romulus, I can help you out there. You want to see? I don't have a problem doing that. Hey, Shorty, how's it going, sweetheart? Good to see you. I mean, little Romulus, I don't need you here. I just thought I'd go live a little bit, see what everybody's doing. Perfect. J1. Hello, baby doll. Got on mute.
Man.
Hey,
Sorry.
Irby. How's it going?
Hi, Christine.
Are you ready to take me? No, Shorty, I'm not funding you. Sorry. Hey, He-Man. So what's up, J1? You working today?
Yes.
Okay. I am too.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
cleaning a toy room out. I'm organizing, throwing away, getting rid of toys that we don't need in here because we have 1, 2, 3 rooms full of toys. Three rooms full of toys.
Wow. I want the toys.
Well, come get them. There, got all kinds of them.
Can you sell it?
Why would I sell it?
Oh, wow.
That's a hassle to do. I would
Oh,
rather
oh,
see if anybody wants it, give it to them, and life is good. It gets out of my. It's called spring cleaning. Next week, I have some people coming over to help me spring clean because all my baseboards need to be washed, all my blinds, because I have wooden blinds, need to be washed off, drapes need to be removed and replaced. There you go, J1. How you like that?
that's nice. Yes, spring cleaning. All right. There's no such
Some
thing as
days.
winter cleaning.
Yeah, but yes, we do that right before Thanksgiving normally because Christmas is coming. And then we're putting winter stuff out and we're putting holiday decorations up. So, yeah, there's winter cleaning too. And then there's just normal everyday cleaning. And then there's once a month deep cleaning, but then there's twice a year clean it all.
All right.
Do you do that?
No.
Hmm. You clean your room? I know you do dishes and
Oh yeah.
clean the bird cage.
Oh
But do
yeah,
you
actually,
ever
but
just
like I
go
don't.
through and throw out things that have been sitting around you haven't touched? Here's my logic. Things in my house, if they've not been used for 1 to 2 years, you get rid of it. Things in my garage, if I've not seen it used in 2 years, it's gone. Hey
Oh no,
Nancy. Hey sweetheart.
I'm
I'm
a
not
hoarder.
I'm not a hoarder. I'm not a clutter person. I'm not a hoarder. He just cleaned and shower. I did that earlier too. I did what I was doing earlier. And then showered, but I showered already and I'm like, I got a little energy. Let's get this done. Let's get this a going. Plus, I have to do it. Okay, little Romulus, I warned you. You didn't want it. So there you go, baby doll. I told you I am not messing with you today. Sorry, not sorry. Any other trolls that want to come in and don't want to partake in a little banter, not so much with me, I'd love for you to come in. Harry, come on in. Margie, come on in. A few other ones, come on in. I'll get you. I'm cleaning my page up. Okay? I don't want these freaking troll ass people coming in here. Sorry, J1.
Oh, oh, keep talking, Christina. I'm looking for something.
What you looking for?
A cable, computer cable.
Oh, are you doing computers today?
Yeah, yes, yes. But before I order, I don't. I want to go through to see. I don't want to waste the taxpayer money, Christine. I want to go
Ah,
through.
good
I
job.
want to
Don't
make.
waste that taxpayer money because that cord's probably a $20 cord that the taxpayer would have to pay $2,000 for. Find the cord. Find the cord.
Yeah, I'm checking every floor, so that's what I'm doing now. Yeah.
How many floors is there? 3?
Five.
There an elevator?
No.
What do they do with people who are disabled or can't walk steps or are broken feet on crutches and all that?
I've
Bring.
seen they walk slowly up the stairs, Christine.
Mm, here we go. That one. Boom.
Oh, another
Bye,
troll?
Margie. Hey, Turn. What's up? Bye, Margie. See ya. Don't want to be ya. I don't want you in my presence. Keep it moving. What's up, Turn? I'm just hanging out. I just thought I'd go live a little bit. I didn't really see anybody live, and I haven't been live in a hot minute because I've just been so busy. Life's keeping me busy.
A lot of meetings, right, Christine?
Yes. I, you know, 1 week Well, this month because they moved meetings around. So 2 weeks this month. I am very, very busy with meetings and going over all the things. And it takes days and days and days to go through because it's got to be scoured with a fine tooth comb. I have a very large budget, and that budget has to be maintained. And just like everybody else in this country, we're cutting back. Oh, I was going to ask you, J1, is gas going up in your area, but you don't have a car. Anybody has a
No.
car? Gas going up in your area? Mine went up 20 cents the other night, overnight.
Oh, because of what's happening in the Middle
I
East?
suppose, but what happened to this president who said we're going to have lower gas prices, lower food prices? What happened to that? Anybody want to tell me what happened to that? Because I don't know. I don't see it. It's not around. Nancy, I never liked Trump. I didn't, well, and I shouldn't say it. I should not say never. I have voted for him in the past, just not this past election. Hey, hello, what's up, baby doll? Um, I do not like what he's doing. And I'm friends with Beta, and her and I have talked because, she is Iranian. She still has family and friends over there. I'm very happy if the liberation works well for the people in Iran. I remember back in the late 70s, early 80s when I was in high school and all that broke out with the new Ayatollah came in, and it wasn't a good thing for the Iranian people. We studied that a lot in history because we were, current events even. That was one of the things. Yes, I'm old, people. I was in high school in the 80s. Figure it out. Right? But no, and if anybody wants to talk about politics, I have no problem with that as long as it's respectful. But yeah, I have a real problem with him. And every promise that he has given us, in my opinion, he has broke every promise. So I hope these people who voted for him are seeing he has broke every promise. Can anybody tell me a promise he's kept? Anybody? Crickets? Just wondering. Just wondering. I have not seen any. I have seen every promise broke. I have a real problem with that. And I know politicians lie to us all the time. They're going to promise us the world and till they get into office. Then they follow the good old boys network. Right? And Pam Bondi. I will tell you, Pam Bondi, who's the AG. She was the AG. Yeah, I know, Nancy. And that's why I said, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't vote for Trump. It's not the fact that what he promised, because I knew nobody keeps their promises. I know this. Oh, J1, I lost. Um, I know they all keep their promises, but I just have a really tough time where I think his ego was going to get into the way. And that's where I have a problem at. Yes, he did take lying to a whole new plateau. Whole new plateau. And I have a real tough time, as I say, with Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi, um, let's see if I can pin that. Oh, I can. Okay. Um, Pam Bondi was the AG of Florida. Remember Irby? Do you remember her? And I really think when she was here in Florida, she did a good job. She really focused on the drug traffickers and the drug dealers and where if they can, oh gosh, yes. Um they can start prosecuting. She started it where they could start prosecuting if they can identify who gave or sold the drug and somebody happened to overdose and become unalive, that they could press charges against that person, and it is actually a murder charge. So that was good things here, in my opinion, in Florida. Nancy, I'll be 100% honest with you. I have a son who did the Army for 6 years and still within that range of getting drafted again. And I also have a son who did Navy for 12 years, and he was intelligence in the Navy. And we've kind of talked about this. I pray the same thing, and I hope, and I we know it's coming. But I said this during Biden's. We are on the cusp of world change. Totally on the cusp of world change. And when Trump got in, honestly, I honestly didn't think in my lifetime I would see such a change in this world. I knew my children would, but not me. And here I am. It came so fast. It is in my lifetime. Bondi and Vance are scum. To my heart goes out to those poor children in the Epstein situation. And you know what sucks about that in the Epstein situation? And I don't get too much involved. I'll tell you, it's kind of triggering to me. And I mean, I know enough, but I don't know enough. And I just get so triggered that I get like little anxiety attacks that go on. And yeah, I have a really tough time with it. And those poor children, this is the sucky thing about it. They were children and they're adults now. And people look at them, they can't imagine it being a child. They're seeing the adult and they shrug their shoulders at it. Oh well, and that's what I feel is happening. They're not looking at these adults or children when all of this started happening. And I think it just opened up to more pedophilia, more trafficking, and more blaming victims. I have a really, really tough time with that. No, it's not going away. You're right. And Nancy, that's the key that I hope people realize. And I know a lot of people that has voted for Trump last time, they're hurting. I know this. I 100% know this. And how I can guarantee it is because I am situated in my life. Right now, on this day, I can say I am financially secure. Hey, classy. But I've had to tighten up. There's been things that I have done without, or I have changed around, or, just those things because the way the money situation is and the stock market's becoming. And Lady V, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I was playing in my studio. And there you go, baby doll. I'm sorry. Hey, Lady V, you can type now again, please. Thank you. Hold on, let me make sure I did that right. Yes, I did. Okay. So I know some of these people who are really living paycheck by paycheck have to be kicking themselves in the butt, or if they think some miracle is going to happen, that they keep saying, well, you got to hurt worse before it gets better. And I'm just so afraid that people are going to get hurt so bad financially, emotionally, physically, that they're not going to come out of this hole. That's a sad thing. And I got to tell you something. Me and my girlfriend, and I shouldn't bring this up, but I'm going to. And this is a longtime girlfriend. She lived like 4 blocks from me. Her and I kind of got into an argument today, and I told her, I just can't talk to you. I just can't talk to you. I mean, we see eye to eye on everything. We do really well on everything, except when it comes to the migrants, the immigrants, the illegal immigrants, but anybody, whatever terminology that, oh, no, Lady V, it was done before. I was playing, accidentally undid it, didn't mean to. My screen moved and it was supposed to have been the person underneath you, not you. So I apologize. Because I know sometimes when I go into a channel, if I had them on and it's gone, I'm thinking, did I do something, or what, and that's just because I'm self-conscious, and I don't want you to be self-conscious. And I'm sorry, honey, but anyway, when it comes to her and I, there's been a couple of arrests throughout the state of Florida, and there's more than a couple, but there's a couple cases that we're looking at. There's one over on the east coast of Florida. There's one in central Florida, and there's one up in the panhandle with me. That there has been some shootings, arrests, and the first thing people ask on everything, the first thing I'm seeing, are they illegal immigrants? What? When did we become a country where we ask if something tragic has happened in our state, our community, our country? Why is it the first thing now we are so trained to do is to ask if it's an illegal immigrant? Pisses me off. Oh, it is a pressure pot. The entire world. They have tried to distract. They said focus on the sky alien. I know, on the UFOs. And yes, some of these things I have to. He did this Iran stuff to avoid Epstein. Now, Irby, I got to tell you, I'm not going to disagree with that. Okay, I'm just not. I feel that could be part of it. I do, but there's so many things happening in our country and in our world. And again, the first thing is I hear it's to avoid or distract or hide the Epstein things. Well, before the Epstein stuff came to light, and I'm not trying to take away from the Epstein, I do believe some of the things that are happening in our country is to deflect from the Epstein files. But even before the Epstein files, or he promised anything about the Epstein files, there were still things that happened in our country and in our world. And, you know, everybody can say it's a deflection. And I guess it's where you fit at. Is the Epstein files, you know, pick the top 5 things you're concerned about. Is it one of the top 5 things? Well, if it's one of the top 5 things, then yes, you're going to see it as a distraction. But not everybody has that because people don't understand what's going on. People don't understand. Welcome back, J1.
Hello.
People don't understand that. What deflections are about, and people don't understand everything about human trafficking or always want to blame. We always got the blame game going on, and that just drives me batty. Yeah, the Epstein stuff won't go away for Trump. You voted for him, but disappointed. There's my point, Nancy. And you're one, and I'm not pointing you out. I'm sorry, you're the only one brave enough to say that you voted for Trump at this point. But I voted for him in the past. I mean, I showed everybody my Trump shirt. Fozzie, come, Fozzie, Fozzie. Sorry. They're putting a roof on 2 houses over, so Fozzie's very inquisitive over at the fence. But my point is, I cannot think of a single promise that Trump has followed through on during his campaign. And again, I said every president, every politician, I don't care if it's your council seat, your mayor, your state representatives, your governor, they all make promises they don't follow through on. J1, got anything to say?
I'm sorry, I'm still looking for the cable, but I do have a question. Did you watch Tim Walz's performance yesterday at the House hearing?
No, I did not. Want to share with
Well,
me?
he did poorly, I think. I think he's responsible for the fraud, right?
No. J1, I lived in Minnesota in early 2000s. And the same thing was happening back then. And yes, it's probably gotten larger. But you also realize that there were a lot back in the late 80s, mid 80ish, late 80s. Minnesota opened their arms up to the Muslims. And at one time, when I lived during there, they were trying to make it acceptable and wanted to push the Shrinka law into effect in Minnesota. So this has been going on for a long time. Before, it was because they were refugees. They were sucking in the money for the refugees coming into Minnesota. It's just coming to light now, and actually, I think it's finally coming to light again. And I'm not going to say now; I'm going to say again. 1, because of Trump. 2, because of Waltz tried running. 3, more people are waking up. 4, nobody has money. No states, no cities have money left. Epstein files mainly affect American. This war is on the entire Western civilization and our way of life. And classy. That's true, but you know something? Some of these people that are in these Epstein files, do you know other countries are arresting them? United States is the only one not. Make that make sense. Nancy, in again, if you look back in history at World War I and World War II, there was kind of, tinier little, and they're not calling them wars. The United States does not call, we are not in war. And that's how the United States get out of saying, and this is going to be a thing that I guarantee you, he left me again. I guarantee you he's going to say at one point that the United States has not been in a war during my time. And here's the thing, because the United States hasn't declared war, other countries have. And until it takes the act of Congress to declare war, the president can't declare war. So that's how they're getting away and using this word salad, war. I mean, that's my opinion. And, my opinions are solely my opinion, and I respect those of others. But yeah, I honestly think that, yeah, Waltz is a creep. It's funny, Nancy, you say that because he was an assistant athletic director in a town I used to live in at the same time. Well, little Romulus, sometimes if you listen to the little old ladies, you might learn something. How much you know about Nazi Germany in 21? Look, there's a lot of coinciding. Only soldiers and civilians die in war, and the people are safe, sending others to. Well, and that's the other thing, G-Dup, if you look at it, if you look at war, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Who wins? The rich, the wealthy. You're running, He-Man. You're going to make an attempt to save the day. I am free to retire that. Yeah. And I do what I want to do. I mean, I mean, let you bring any chicken franks back with you. And that's the thing. People forget that, and this is how they did it in World War II. Because the rich didn't want to be known for getting richer. War makes jobs. Well, sure it does. Absolutely it does. But the prices, the fear, the ability, and all of that. So that makes a difference. People don't understand that you're hearing Black Eyed Peas music. Pace yourself on that wheel. I do the same thing. I pace myself. And again, my friend and I, she says, all these Democrats, all these Democrats, all these Democrats, all these Democrats. And I'm trying to explain to her, it's the same bird, 2 wings. Same bird, 2 wings. I am not going to give accolades, yay, to the Democrats. They've had their issues too. I'm not going to give accolades, yay, to the Republicans. They've had their good too. None that I'm seeing right now, but hey, they do. I don't know. I don't know where we're going. And I really, because, hey, Sam, man, how's it going, honey? I have grandchildren. I have children. And I know we're not cooking yet, Sam, man. Kitty gang. Yeah, I don't, I should text a few of them, but I didn't. I don't know. But that's okay. They're probably all busy. I'm the one cleaning toy rooms out. I have 3 toy rooms, too many toy rooms. So I'm getting rid of, getting it out of here. Kitty gang. You're so funny, Sandman. Sandman, you need to get a kitten. I'm telling you, you need a kitten. And then you can be Q45 and you can come up on panel and you can show your kittens. See how that works? Sorry. Oh, I do. I really think you need a kitten. And if you get a kitten, that's the thing. It will learn to bond with you and get in your daily habits. And, you want to sit and snuggle, the kitty will learn to sit and snuggle. Get a kitty. I know. See, you could come up and you'll show your kitty to all of us. But Nancy, I have a question. And you don't have to answer this. And it's no dig to you because my friend is she will only vote, only straight down the bill, Republican. She knows it's wrong. She knows there's things that's going to hurt all of us. She knows it. We've talked about it. So this absolutely refuses to vote if whether it's good or not, if it's being put forth by a Democrat. But I also know staunch Democrats. Even if it's bad for them, their neighbor, their family, they're still going to vote. Are you? And you don't have to answer this, Nancy. You don't have to answer it at all. I promise. And I'm not going to feel you any differently because I am a person that the only way the world makes it around and the United States is by us having our own beliefs and everything else. But if a Democrat puts something forth, okay, Sandman, if a Democrat puts something forth that would benefit you, would you vote for that Democrat? I mean, that's a good question. I honestly, I don't look to see if they're Republican or Democrat. I look to see where they're at. Where has their voting been? What have they done to help the American people? That's what I look at. Nancy, I do feel it's started as well. So many countries already involved already. Trump seems like oh my God, classy one-man wrecking ball. And this is my opinion. And again, I'm going to go back and tell you, I have a Trump shirt. I should pull it out of the laundry room. It's in the back. I do have a Trump shirt. My kids years ago bought me one of those stainless steel things that with Trump's picture and it's talking like Trump, I'm the greatest grandma, the best grandma there ever is, blah, 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 blah. So I did vote for him before, but I just feel, because he always tries to compare himself to previous presidents, I feel he is the president who wants to go down in the history books to outshine all the other presidents. All of them. Yeah, I don't vote on parties either. I don't. There's good and bad in all groups. I never judge in groups. I judge people for their actions. I try not to group people in prejudice. I agree, G-Dup, and that's what I'm talking about. And I'm an independent voter. Now, Irby, in Florida, though, I did have to contain myself and change my vote or my party affiliation from independent to Republican because in the way Florida does with their, for example, Fozzie, inside. Come on, Foz. Inside. Thank you. Good boy. I know I talk to him like a child, don't I? Sorry. He's my baby. But like, for example, sheriff. There's been times where in order to vote for sheriff, I had to switch to Republican. Yeah, our primaries, well, not so much our primaries, but our midterms, a lot of our midterms. and council people are mainly what I've noticed, what I've had to change mine for has always been for sheriffs. Always been for sheriffs. All the labeling helps. Oh, 100%. And imagine if we really had, we got a strong Democrat Party and Republican Party. It's a strong one, right? Because that's all we ever hear of. Independents never win. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, there may be some smaller ones that independents might have won, but normally independents don't win. But if we had a strong independent party or a third party, imagine how much difference. And you know what else? Especially for president, I think if we got rid of the electoral college and go by popular vote, I think we'd see a big thing. My daughter is a Democrat. My son is the military, is Republican. I voted for Ross Perot for however you spell it. It would take a lot for me to vote Democrat. And Nancy, I have to agree with you. It took me, I couldn't vote for Biden. I couldn't, and the only reason why I did Harris versus Trump is because I've seen what Trump has done and what has led up to him, when he put his name on the ballot. It caused a lot more division, a lot. And don't get me wrong. Yeah, you turned it, yeah. And don't get me wrong. I think the Democrats and Harris also caused a lot of divide. But I think this president we have in here now is really causing divide. I think more Americans will upset over Trump's actions until the death toll rises. The poor lives he has put in danger are being killed over war dominance. But here's the thing, Lassie. You'd think that, right? But that's not necessarily true. You want to know why? There's been what? Last I heard, I think there was 700 so far that lost their lives over in Iran, which we all know there's a lot more. But is it really affecting American people? Because, and the reason I ask that is because they're not Americans, and that's their country. They don't feel like it's affecting their home. And the sad thing about this, one moment, please. I take an ibuprofen, so I'm having a tough time swallowing. I don't like taking big ibuprofens. Anyway, we had 6 servicemen lost their lives. It's okay, Sam, man. We had 6 servicemen that lost their lives. Well, they just chalked that up. Well, we're going to benefit so much more. Sometimes you have to lose lives to have other people benefit. But they're not looking. The only ones that are saddened by this are going to be their friends, their family, maybe their community. Let's see who's in back. Oh, J1 again. Hello, J1.
I found it. I saved the taxpayer money.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's a nut, Nancy. He's a complete nut.
Who? Tim Walz?
No. You left. I didn't watch Tim Walz, so I couldn't talk about it.
Yeah, he's a phone. Is he a con artist? A phony? Just another politician?
That's another politician.
Because he served in the military. I started to think people who served. Yeah.
Go look. Go look what he did. Go look.
I can't find anything about him, Christine.
There you go. Servicemen and around 100 schoolgirls. Right. But the thing is, it happened over there. Ask somebody about it. And somebody told me recently, because this has been a conversation, that, well, they're used to that. It's a war-torn country. Wow. Why didn't the United States, because this has been going on since early 80s with the Ayatollahs, why have they not done anything since the 80s? And why was this guy allowed to do this? And why is it my business?
Oh, Christine,
What?
Nancy. Every time I see her name, I think of Nancy Reagan. Ronald Reagan's wife.
Yes.
Oh, no, that's not this. Nancy Reagan.
What about her?
No, that's the Nancy in the chat. That's her name now. She's
Well,
Nancy Reagan.
why is she Nancy Reagan? I know. Nancy, he likes to give everybody names. Sometimes we tell him to stop it. G-Dup, you're so funny.
Christine, you think the fraud scandal in Minnesota is going to hurt the Democrats? I mean, in Minnesota, I mean,
No,
because it's the governor's race next year.
no,
It's this year or next year?
it's this year.
Oh, this November.
Hmm.
So they might lose because the Democrats usually win by slim margins in Minnesota.
No, they'll win.
Still, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, the red parts in Minnesota, that's like in the rural, how you say, rural areas, right? In Minnesota?
Rural areas, correct.
Okay. And the cities where they get the blue. Okay.
Just like New York.
Oh, yeah, just like in New York too.
New York City's blue. The outside of New York City is red, but because of the population and because of the votes, everything turns blue, right?
Yep. Yep. How's the rural areas of Minnesota? Nice.
Hmm.
When I think of the rural areas of Minnesota, I think of Michelle Bachmann. Remember her?
I do.
Michelle Bachmann, Tom Emmer.
I remember I lived rural Minnesota. I lived in a town of 2,000 people.
those- how was life?
And actually, I lived right outside of the town and had 5 acres.
5 acres.
Hmm. Iran and Israel have been at war since the Bible. Correct. The Bible was written, and Trump didn't need to interfere, in my opinion, especially at the price of going against so many longstanding allies now breaking all trade deal. And classy, that's what I've been saying. And it's more of a spiritual war. But I still think in our country we have a spiritual war going on, and I think we have a class war going on. Yes, I always went there, G-Dup. We went there down by him a lot. He is from Minnesota. And Ventura was our governor at one time, and I helped on his campaign team. Just saying. Right? But
Oh, remember Nora Coleman? Oh, I'm sorry.
pardon me?
Nora Coleman, the mayor of
Yes.
Twin Cities.
Minneapolis, yeah. Now,
Yeah, because
you can't say the Twin Cities because St. Paul has their separate mayor and Minneapolis has their separate mayors. They're sister cities.
also now I don't know what city Nora Coleman was the mayor of. I'm not sure now. Was it Minnesota? Was it St. Paul or? I'll look it up. He's from
Look it
Brooklyn.
up.
He was born and raised in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Christine, Nora Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why the Electoral College was created. Okay, but Brunswick, and you're right, but here's the problem. Um, and I'll say this, I will say it over and over and over and over and over again, and everybody knows this, and I've even said it to GW. Our system is obsolete. I think the Electoral College is even obsolete. I think our judicial system is obsolete. I think our training and our police departments are obsolete. There are some, oh, I got letters in my pocket. See, I'm finding the alphabet throughout my house because they keep stepping on little letters and I got a pocket full of alphabets. Hey, Katrina, how are you, baby girl? We're just hanging out, Katrina. And those that have been trolling have been being hidden from the page. So if you don't have them blocked, which I know you do, but I've been grabbing quite a few of them. I grabbed quite a few in the very beginning. They went bye-bye. Not having those trolls in here. Anyway, so back to Tim Waltz. What did he look like a fool at? Oh, no, wait 1 second, Jalen. Checks and balances, yes, but here's the problem with checks and balances right now. Um, right, they're not being respected. And when you've got the House and the Senate and the president all coinciding together, that's where we having our issue at. Right there. Right there. We're losing our checks and balances. And I don't think the Electoral College is good for our country because a state, there's a handful of states that decide on the presidency. A handful, not the entire country. Give it back to the people. We vote. We have a right to vote. It's not a privilege, it's a right. It is our right. By our forefathers who set this up, it is a right to vote. Yes, Congress is weak these days, and that's why we're losing some of our checks and balances. And look at the judges. Look at the Supreme Court and the appellate judges. I mean, think about this. They say one thing, and Trump puts his nose in the air and says, "Yeah, no, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you." Right? And little Romulus, and here's a fear. Okay, he might have won, but back in history, if you go throughout history, it wasn't always the popular vote. Okay, I'm just saying that in general. I'm not dinging Trump. I'm not dinging Harris. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying we're talking about history. We're talking about our country. Um, you know, I just go back to a few other things. I mean, all these things are coming down to light because I really haven't talked to anybody. Hey, MFW, how are you doing? Well, we can change the topic. We're just out here babbling, honey. We started from one, went to another, went to another, and went to another. And I will be honest with you, even in politics, that if we talk about it, everybody's being very respectful. I haven't seen one name call. I haven't seen one person put another person down. I hope everybody feels comfortable about it. I That's not what I want today. I mean, I don't mind a little banter back and forth, but we're not doing, oh, it's just, I know it is very depressing, but I hope you're having a beautiful day. I have sunshine, blue skies, and I think like 82 degrees outside. It's very humid though. Very, very humid. Well, yeah, he still would have won the popular vote, which is fine. I'm just saying in general. Um, J1. Now, I'm going to shut up for a moment so you can tell me exactly why Tim Waltz looked so bad. He did so poor. You're getting ice storm later, Katrina. Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you work tonight? Could be up to an inch of ice. Oh my God. Oh yeah, they sure do, don't they, Brunswick? That's why they're being hidden. They own my channel. Oh, you took the week off. Oh, great. Yeah, Brunswick, they own my channel. Yes, they do. Let them pop in. Boom. Hey, Mama Bear. Christy Nome fired by Trump. Oh, Mama Bear, is that new breaking news? For what? Gosh, you knew that was coming. We all knew that was coming. I haven't really been on the news today. Like I said, my friend and I got into it about some shootings throughout the state of Florida in this past weekend. First question everybody ask: Are they illegal? Are they an illegal immigrant? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That was not my first thought. My first thought was it domestic? That's where my mind went. Was it domestic? Because we are seeing more and more domestic violence, especially against women and children. It's running rampant in our country. Rampant. And what do? We turn a blind eye, or we're out there videotaping it. Or we're going live, letting the world see. Who's selling? Oh, there we go. G Dubbin is taking breaks. Okay, day one. Are you there?
Oh,
Day one.
yes. I'll
Okay,
show
so
you. I'll send you a video.
I don't want to watch the video. I want you to tell me. I mean, you can still email it to me and I'll look at it, but tell me. I want to hear your take of it. Because when we email, Mullen, wow, when we email back and forth, I don't always
Yeah.
get to say what I want to say because it's like, there's a whole lot to say. So let's just keep it short. Right? Isn't that what I do?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, my
So,
back is going. Oh, yeah. Oh, he just looks guilt. He looked guilty. He kept on saying when I
okay.
asked him
What do you
about.
mean he looked guilty?
He kept on saying, "I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Oh, it's
Well,
before
maybe
my
he didn't know
time."
about it.
I don't know. It,
Do you think because he's governor of the entire state that he knows exactly what's happening in Minneapolis?
no, but
Okay.
there was some
Okay.
easy questions to answer, and he just kept on with that. I don't know about that. Or what? What? Can you say it again?
Well,
Can you repeat that?
do you have an example of one of the easy questions? I'm just asking you. I don't
I'm
want
gonna
to put
watch.
you on the spot.
No, I'm gonna watch the three videos I saved, and then I'll talk to you later.
Okay. But, J1,
Yeah,
did you watch the Senate hearing with the Epstein files and bonding?
I did.
Didn't she do the same thing?
She did. She made it obvious too. Remember, she said, "Well, the Dow is up 500." Remember, she said that.
And do you also know she said every time somebody tried to confront her about it, she would flip it and say, "What's going on in your state? What's the crime look like in your state? What's the murder rate look like in your state?" Do you know she did that every time?
Yeah,
And do you know she did not acknowledge one of the victims that were sitting there in that room?
I saw that. Yeah, yeah. She refused to turn around.
So she is the one who can't give an answer, who should be given an answer. This was given to her. Why did she not have any answers for any question? A single one. Not one.
She was yelling too, right? Or she
Yes,
raised her
she
voice a
was.
couple of times.
Yes, she was. And she would interrupt people and she would take their time and they had to get their time given back to them. Absolutely.
And then a couple of times she said, "Oh my gosh."
Well, but my point is, I, because we've been together on panels since all that took place, right? I didn't hear one time you say she looks guilty.
Oh,
Did I?
you told him me, Christine?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I don't like. Yeah, she's guilty.
I know, but I didn't hear you say that. Why are you so watching the Minnesota governor?
Oh, because I voted for him for vice president. I really liked him, but I don't know now
Really?
that performance. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, and I did too. I mean, I'll put it out there, but I didn't like him. I knew he was crooked. Like I told you,
oh
I lived
yeah,
in
yeah,
I lived in the
yeah.
same town he did at one time. Just saying.
I forgot. I was going to ask you today. You told me something about the National Guard that he didn't send them in.
Nope. Nope.
What was his excuse?
Not needed. Not answering calls. Didn't do it. Could have. Didn't.
Was he
Didn't.
afraid that it might hurt him politically with that voting block in the city?
Probably. Probably. Probably.
Politics, man. People are afraid of their voters.
Oh, he hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. You hit the wrong button, J1. Well, Mama Bear, I gotta read that. I gotta watch it later. I am just shocked. I mean, I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. Where's Cash in all this with her being let go? Or I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking. Anybody can hit the link. I'm sitting up here babbling to myself for almost an hour. Are you all crazy? You make me sit here by myself. And I am not very. I'm You like talking politics. Yeah, Nancy, I am too. Depends on the group of people though. There's been some places where I've talked politics and they're just mean and nasty and hateful. I mean, I'll give you prime example because I voted for Harris, man, they'd rip me apart. And because you voted for Trump, they'd rip you apart. And I'm just not so good with that. I think that's what makes the world go round. We all have different life experiences, different thoughts, different opinions, different socioeconomic. And that's the funny thing about it. I don't hear a lot on classism. People aren't wanting to talk about that. They're always wanting to talk about, the division and it's the government and I don't know how to fix classism. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Do I think everybody should make the same pay? Not really. What are you doing to make the pay? Do you all think everybody should have the same size, style house? Not necessarily. Should everybody have a roof over their head? 100%. But I don't know. So I don't know how to fix that either. I don't know how to fix any of this, and shame on me, but at least I try to get involved, at least in my community, my county. Sometimes by state. I mean, like y'all heard me earlier, when Jesse Ventura ran for governor of Minnesota, I was on his campaign team. So, that was my state. So yeah, I guess I do get involved with a little bit of all of it. And yeah, I'm a nosy old hag. I get it. Little rumbus, you got it? Nosy old hag, but it's okay. Hold on one second. Okay, back. I had to send a text to somebody real fast. So anyway, yeah, Nancy, I like talking politics. And we have midterms coming up in November and I'm wondering like J1 said, is like Minnesota. They've been blue or because of what's happening in Minneapolis, St. Paul and all this money being ciphered and fraud going on, is that going to change their decisions on how they vote? I don't know. Nap time. I saw you earlier, Mama Bear. Nap time for me. Been up since 2 a.m. We had a manhunt on the road near me. Oh, we had one too. End up guy barricaded in the house with gun, 2 kids in house. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad those kids didn't get hurt too. Enjoy your nap, Mama. I hope you feel good. Hope you feel better. Stay strong. I think about you every day. So anyway, I was just hanging out. But anyway, I had to text somebody something. It's already 2:30 here. Damn, the days just fly. Got to figure out dinner too. Maybe I should take you into the kitchen and we should get dinner prepped and figure out what I'm cooking for dinner. It's Thursday. Tomorrow night's pizza night. Friday night pizza nights. I have had that tradition since I was a kid. And my kids went through that tradition of Friday night pizza night. My grandkids have gone through that tradition. Blood work tomorrow. Yeah, I have an infusion tomorrow. I got to do my other infusion sometime today. I'm kind of avoiding it. Maybe that's why I went live to avoid that. That's what I kind of do. Well, let me know, Mama Bear. I hope all the numbers come out good or better. I know we can't expect perfect at this point, but we can expect better, hopefully. And if you need anything, let me know. So anyway, so what else is new? I've not really been on YouTube too much. There's been too much shit going on. And that's why I've decided that any of the trolls that come in here that want to start shit, yeah, they're gone. And some of the trolls, whether they start or not, they're gone. Not to pick up your paycheck and went shopping. Yeah, we got to make dinner. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. I thought Rye was coming today, but she's coming tomorrow. Jamie has volleyball tonight, I think. Every Thursday night he plays volleyball. I'm so glad. There's a lot of parents out there. If you have a young adult that's single like my son, make sure that they stay involved in their extracurricular activities. Like my son plays volleyball on Saturdays and Thursday nights. He's on two different volleyball teams. It's kind of fun where we live because, living in Florida, it's normally warm all the time. And one of them is a sand beach volleyball that he does. Yes, I had shrimp the other night, and Katrina, I made shrimp. Jamie walks in and goes, "Please tell me we're not having shrimp." I said, "Yeah, we are." He goes, "Mom, I don't like shrimp." And I said, "I couldn't remember which of you four don't like shrimp. I know. How am I supposed to remember which kid likes what out of all four of them when their taste buds change all the time?" I'm just saying. I said, "Yeah." So he decided to get ground beef and just fry up some ground beef, but he put it on the stove. First, he threw it in the microwave to thaw it out a little bit because he took it out of the freezer. Then put it on the stove, turned it on, started mushing it up, and he left the room and went upstairs. I'm like, "You can't do that." It's like, oh my God, these kids. Katrina, you spending more on groceries? I was talking about that. Our gas the other day went up 20 cents a gallon overnight. Overnight, 20 cents a gallon. And yeah, Katrina, aren't you proud of me? I even pinned it myself, the panel link. I did that myself. I'm very proud of myself. But I learned I can't do it here. Costco's we're the same. Our grocery store, but here, but I have to admit, if you shop smart, like I went to Publix the other day and just got all their BOGOs and stock up. Yours went up 60 cents. Wow, but everything and you have so many taxes up there. So many taxes. It's crazy. You got your candles and warm blankets out in case you get too much ice and the electric goes out for days and days and days. I hope it's supposed to be at least decent, starting to warm up there. I'm thinking it should be. I think I heard up in that area it was going to warm up. I think I heard somebody say in New York it's supposed to be 70 degrees like by Monday. Is it going to be a fake spring? Could be. Could be. Could be a very fake spring. So I don't know. I do, but no, 50s, 60s, and then gets cold again next week. Damn. I was kind of, it was so humid. We had weather changes yesterday, and the humidity was just, oh my gosh, it was so thick. You kind of could have taken your two hands, even when I got out of my meeting at 8 o'clock last night, you could just kind of like take two hands and move it out of the way. So foggy here. Yeah, I woke up with a lot of fog this morning. Yeah, Nancy, it's good that the kids were safe because a lot of times the poor kids get caught in the crossfire and used as shields, and that's sad when that happens. The fog isn't so bad unless you have to drive in it. Oh my gosh. See, I remember when I used to have to drive 45 miles to get to work and it's in the fog. Or when I lived in Minnesota and it was fog, or South Dakota and there was fog, and you live rural, there's so much fog, it's so dense, and you never know about the critters that are going to jump out in front of you. I had to teach my kids that, you see a deer, do not swerve, because that's the number one thing when there's animals in the way. People swerve, go into ditches or hit other cars, and that's how they end up tragically lost. Hit it. Just hit it. Yes, there's a chance it's going to come through and get, the windshield and get you, but that chance is nominal compared to what it does if you roll off into a ditch. It's just horrible. I don't know. So anyway, well, it's been an hour. Nobody wants to come play with me. I think I'll shut it down. I do have ready to go. I'll have to change the date on it for trivia that I'm hoping maybe this weekend I can do trivia live. Oh my gosh. Mama Bear, that's horrible. So anyway, well, I hope everybody has a wonderful, beautiful day. I'm sure I'll see you on these YouTube streets. If not, till next time, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
Sunrise paints the kitchen gold, coffee's brewing slow. Got a notification, ready for the show. Christine's online, fingers fly, a message starts to gleam. Time to dive into the day, living out the dream. Oh, Christine, let's talk it out. Every single word, sharing stories, laughter loud. The best sound ever heard, no agenda, just good vibes. A friendly open space, putting worries all aside. Finding our happy place. She's got wisdom, I've got jokes. A perfect blend, you see. Sometimes a little playful poke between you and me. Roasting gentle, never mean, just a little fun. Keeping spirits bright and keen till the day is done. Oh, Christine, let's talk it out. Every single word, sharing stories, laughter loud. The best sound ever heard, no agenda, just good vibes. A friendly open space, putting worries all aside. Finding our happy place. From the mundane to the grand, every topic flows. A listening ear, a helping hand. How our friendship grows through the screens and miles apart. A connection strong and true. Always a place within my heart, especially for you. Oh, Christine, let's talk it out. Every single word, sharing stories, laughter loud. The best sound ever heard, no agenda, just good vibes. A friendly open space, putting worries all aside. Finding our happy place. Sun is setting golden hue. Another day takes flight, but our conversation's new.